land with ease at Ibejuleki and its environs at Aspire Heights Creator at affordable and reasonable price. We have estates in different places: Arium Estate, Abidjan, Lekki, Green Island, Lekki, Royal Flex Estate, Lekki, Peninsula Home Phase 2, Lekki, Royal Flex Estate Phase 3, Lekki. All these and more are our estates with good roads, maximum security, buildings with good structure and well planned. And as far as Ibejuleki have good future, you too can come and plan to have your own company. Refineries under construction. Lagos.
Ọlọ́run sọ ní kọ̀kọ̀ ní gbangba. Àdúrà mi gbà. Ohun mo gbọ́ Ọlọ́run sọ ní kọ̀kọ̀ ní gbangba. Àdúrà mi gbà. Ó tún wá fún mi láṣẹ àṣeyọrí wípé mo máa ti dá ṣẹ́gun. Ó tún wá fún mi láṣẹ àṣeyọrí wípé mo máa ti dá ṣẹ́gun. Ohun mo gbọ́ Ọlọ́run sọ.
Good evening, good evening. Happy Monday to you. We've been, I hope you've had a very wonderful Monday so far, and I do hope that you had a very lovely weekend. We are good here at Noble People Television, and we hope you all our viewers are doing very well too. We want to seize the opportunity to thank you all for all your support on all of our programs, and we cannot just thank you enough, and this is just a little appreciation as well. Once again, you are welcome to Women of Valor on Noble People Television. My name is Yetunde Oluyinka Okeshola. Thank you for joining me. Please invite your friends and family and do share this program, and we welcome all of your contributions all the time. This program, as I always say, is not only meant for women, because in every household there is always a woman. So if you remind as well, I'm sure one way or the other there will be a woman in your life, even if it's just your little daughter that is going to grow and be a woman one day. And you want to join us, we invite you to join us. We invite you to contribute, and we want to learn from you too, both men and women, on this program, Women of Valor. On today's program, the topic that I will be discussing is, can you give what you don't have? Can you give what you don't have? So let us start to ponder on this question. and let's diversify it. Let's think deep about it. Let's see what is the presenter trying to bring out, or what is she trying to establish on this program. Can you give what you don't have? Of course we are going to say no. Yes, but of course sometimes yes, you can give what you don't have. Now, what do I mean? Let me start first of all by quoting from a very, very famous lady. Her name is Margaret Dirigan. I'm going to read exactly how she quoted. She said the world has enough women who are tough. We need women who are tender. There are enough women who are coerced. We need women who are kind. There are enough women who are rude. We need women who are refined. We have enough women of fame and fortune. We need more women of faith. We have enough greedy women. We need more goodness. He said we have enough vanity. We need more virtue. We have enough popularity. We need more purity. This is what this famous woman, Margaret by name, says in one of her quotes. And I was checking all these things that this woman has listed, and I actually can tell you that it does make a lot of sense, because she has done a research and found out the majority and popularity. When you want to do a research and you want to try and find a leverage of what is happening in the society or the community, you will need to kind of carry out your research on a large group of people that are affecting before you can come to that conclusion, before you can put up a write-up like that. This woman has laid out certain attitude. We cannot call them attributes. Some of them are attributes, but some of them are attitude. And she has laid them down here one after the other. She said, we don't need more women that are tough. And I went to further kind of divine all those, or give meaning to all the things that this woman, Margaret, has actually listed. She said, we don't need that the world has got enough tough women. What we need now are women that are tender loving, tender caring. What do we mean by tough? Tough can be defined as durable, strong, rugged, firm, unbreakable. And of course, if we look at the meaning of women of valor, in the beginning I always try to remind us of the meaning of valor. It means great courage in the face of danger. And before you can become a very great courage in the face of danger, I'm sure you will need to be tough in some sort of way. Please excuse me on today's program. I've got a little bit of cold, so please bear with me every now and again. So you will need to be a little bit tough. And but then when you're being tough doesn't mean or necessarily mean you're going to be rough. Tough means durable, strong, rugged, firm, and unbreakable. It simply means as a woman, and as a woman of valor, you're being durable and strong, that you're not someone that easily give up on certain things or situations around you. Like you just condemn yourself to certain situation. If I say, for example, some women, if you want a particular job and you go to in search of this job, if you try one time and you didn't get the job, some people will just give up and say, I'm tired. Or even if they feel like they have tried the second time and they didn't get it, and that will be it. They will be so discouraged, They feel the whole world has fallen around them, and they feel that is the end of the world because they have actually felt that they have failed in one thing. But the fact that you didn't achieve something on one or two occasions does not mean you're a failure, does not mean you cannot achieve it again. So this softness here we're talking about is about being strong, being firm, being determined, being unbreakable. Because once you start shaking and all the plans that you must have had within you, we kind of get shaky, and you might lose your balance and control if you are not being careful. And don't forget, as a woman, you're not just responsible for yourself, you've got a big broad shoulder to carry on things and people around you. And some women are so, the way God has placed them, that they will be like the breadwinner of their family. Maybe due to one reason or the other, the head of the house is not there, or maybe due to one reason or the other, the head of the family is not able or capable to do certain things. So you find yourself as a woman that you're carrying and shouldering the responsibility of the home. So you at that stage, you cannot afford that, to exercise that shakiness or that discouragement that we make you to be destabilized and make you to lose focus. I'm not saying you cannot be human, because we are all human beings, and there are times that we all feel down, we feel downgraded, we feel we feel low in our mood. But when you feel this way, have it at the back of your mind. It doesn't matter. Sometimes we have dead soul around us that we thought in our mind, how am I going to cope with this debt? I'm just going to give it. We've seen people committing suicide because of debt. We have seen people because of, huge house rent or mortgage that is piling up. Even when you are about to lose your house, your mortgage, and there is nothing you can do. If after you've done everything you can do, and this situation is not getting, any easier, or the problem is not getting resolved, this is even the time to be more stronger and be more durable. It will affect you in some way as a human being, but try to stay firm and unbreakable. And always have it at the back of your mind that this cannot be the end of the world. This is not the first time this is happening, and it's definitely not going to be the last. So this is just one of those things. And who knows, maybe that is just even a process by which you are going to be made and to get you to where you're meant to be. So this woman is saying we have a lot of tough women in the world, and she's recommending that we need more women that are tender. Now let us examine, let us examine what tenderness means, or what it means. Showing gentleness and affection. Tender is showing gentleness and affection. It means, because let's look at it, if either from women or from men's and women's perspective. When you are too tough, sometimes too much of everything or excess of everything is bad anyway. But when you're too tough and too strong, this is the same way you want to be raising your kids. This is the same way all you want to show them is toughness. I had a very young woman, a young lady that is just married with 3 kids. She's quite young, not even up to 30. She was married and she's got 3 children. And I know she was facing some sort of challenges. And and sometimes I wonder, how is she coping? Because anytime you see her, she's putting up this brave face, she will smile, auntie, and all that. But then I knew what she was going through. And sometimes I called her and I just give her a call on a pat in the back and say, you know what, you're doing great. But, it is not a weakness sometimes to share, with people that can encourage you, or to let out, if that is the case. But she said something. She said, my mother never taught me how to cry in the presence of anybody. I have never seen my mother cry. So the mother had that toughness in her and has passed it down because she has it. So she gave it to the daughter. Okay, it is good in some ways, but when we are doing this kind of, teaching to our children, we should try to know and understand that human beings are not the same. Whether you are the mother doesn't mean your daughter is going to be the same like you. Whether you are twins doesn't mean you are going to be of the same character, the same made, because everybody is made differently, and we can definitely handle situations in a different way. Okay, this is what mommy has taught me. This is the way I live. This is the way I deal with situation, hard times. I can't just do it because I never see my mother done it, and I wasn't taught to do it that way. But it happens that it started eating up the mind of this young person to the extent that she was facing a lot of issues that is beginning to depress her because of the toughness. There is so much that a young person of that age can handle. So when we are showing toughness with our children, to be firm, to be able in our family, in our relationship, even as a man, we need to balance it with some tenderness as well. We need to let the ones around us, as a woman of valor, knows that it's actually not a weakness sometimes to let out if you have to. It is only human, because then you can only come out stronger. So whenever you feel low, don't think that don't feel ashamed of yourself. Don't feel let down by yourself, and don't let anyone at all around you bring you down or think you're a sissy or you're a weak person. You're not weak, because that is just human to feel like that. So let us sort of show some tenderness around us, around our family. Let us show that we care and love them. So it is not all about toughness. So another thing that she said is, there are enough women who are coerced. We need women who are kind. And when we talk of being coerced, we said rough or harsh. We all know harshness. Some of us were brought up, people that came from African parts of the world. We know the toughness, the roughness, and the coerced way that we were brought up. We believe, hardness and being rough and harsh is the key. And what I personally found out growing up is that the reason why we succumb, it is good that we were trained the way we were trained in that way. That is the method our parents knew. That is what they've given us. That's what they had, and they have given us. And that is why the topic is, can I give what I don't have? And we come to that, in conclusion of this program. But when they give us all this, roughness and harshness and beating and smacking, and in the school the humiliation, that sometimes, when you do something that is bad at home, they will go and report to your teacher at school, and they will bring you out in the front of the assembly, lay you down on a desk, or even have some big giant boys to put you on their back, and they will give you strokes of, lashes. That is what they have, and that is what they gave us. Okay? Yes, we can say that it made us who we are today. It made us to be stronger. It made us to know that yes means yes and no means no. But I tell you, one other thing that I thought growing up is that I think if we as children growing up then has opportunity, and if we have a choice, majority of us will probably not stay in our home when there is too much of hardship and where there is too much of harshness. We would rather want to run away. But like compared to this country, like if you treat a child in a way, when I say this country, I'm talking of a European country, when you are not allowed, there are laws that are binding, child abuse and even vulnerable people abuse and all of that. So you have a way by which you can correct your children. They're not saying don't correct your children. They're meant to be corrected, but there's no room for like smacking and beating and all of that in this country. And yet some children are still doing good, because even though you correct them and you want to find a way of serving some sort of level of punishment to say that they are not doing, maybe you give them a timeout, or you said, okay, if they watch television till about 8 o'clock, you say now from 6 o'clock, you're switching off the television. That's kind of some sort of punishment that you can apportion. But the fact is, in this country, children have opportunities. They can call the social services. They will look after them. And the children knew this. They all know that if they're being maltreated, they know what to call. They've been taught how to do all of this process. And this is why, sometimes I feel like, in African country, the children has no choice. They have no job. They are fully dependent on the parent. So whatever parents say is yes, sir, yes, ma'am. Because there is no other choice. Everybody, every family has got their own children or their own responsibility. And you cannot just go to somebody's house to, carry you along or add you to their responsibility. So sometimes you are bound to obey because you have no choice. You have to eat. So some parents even will go to the extent of like the harshness of punishing their own children with food and stuff like that. So this is what the woman is saying, that we have enough of all of that. That we need kindness. We need women that are kind. There are so many punishments, back in Africa that, you heard of some, you don't even think and will not believe that they exist. There has been some posting on the social media recently where a father poured hot water on his own child. And there was another one where he actually sat the son, I think 5-year-old, in a pot and put fire underneath, like you want to roast your own child or something. But thank goodness that some people came to the rescue. The man didn't deny it. It was on the social media. I don't know if anyone saw this posting. But somebody is saying that we need more women that are kind. And what do we mean by kindness? We mean being generous, being helpful, not causing harm. Because majority of the harshness in coerce and being rough causes harm. It causes a lot of damages. It causes a lot of mental torture that majority of adults, even when they grow older, they cannot forget all this harshness that they have been through. And it stays in their mind. And this is why some people, the set of people that have gone through this will determine, when I have my own children, I'm going to really love them. And it is good, I must say, the positive side of this is it's good to see this generation that actually men can be so loving towards their own children. Because then, when we were young and stuff, you only need to know that your father is parking his car or something, and you run and you behave and sit like you're a gentle girl or a gentle boy. When you hear your father is coming, or your mother even say to you that, I will tell your father, goodness, you are in soup, so you will behave yourself. Just mentioning your father. So there is more fear, between people then and their children, men mostly. And that is why majority of people of this age, like maybe they're in their 40s or in their 50s, you will see them talking very highly of their mother. It's always like mother, but the situation is turning around. And it is the treatment that the men then had that made them to show so much love towards their children. So that is one of the things that, though they don't have it, but yet they are giving it. So you can really give what you don't have. You might not have, because if we all want to sit on the edge of, this is the way my parent does it, this is the way I was shown, and that is the way I'm going to do it, is not going to be very easy, mostly with some of us that found ourselves in a foreign country. you're just not going to have it your own way, and you're just going to be, and that is the situation where you see men saying, oh, the mother has spoiled the child, and I can't cope with that, I'm not going to, I don't want to be a partaker of that at all. And we have seen men that have left their home, matrimonial home, just because they feel that the wife is not cooperating in discipline the children in the home. Before I go further, I would just like to acknowledge people that have joined us on the program. Mr. Olatempo Alashipe, thank you for joining us and for watching Women of Valor. God bless you. We welcome your contribution as well. I have Mrs. Christina Olaoluwa, the MEJP. Okay, thank you for joining us on this program. Mr. Team Connection Music as well is watching with us. Thank you. Thank you for watching Women of Valor. I'm going to go on a very, very short break now, just for 1 or 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Please stay tuned. I'll be right back. Thank you for watching Women of Valor.
Títí tóbi Olúwa tí wọ́n sì ń fi gbogbo ìgbà dúpẹ́ oore lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run ọba tó pe ajínrere Michael Olúṣẹ̀san bàbá 1010 JP pẹ̀lú ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwẹ̀ àdúrà ohun ìtọ́sọ́nà Ọlọ́run tí bàbá ti gbà ní ti ọdún yìí yóò fi wáyé ní ọjọ́ 28 oṣù kẹsàn-án ọdún 2018 28 September 2018 bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní déédéé agogo 10 lẹ́dí aago 5 ìdájí. èyí ni ní gbọ̀ngàn Victory Church of Christ 2nd floor 10 to 22 Lamp Lane, London E5 3PL. Àwọn buses tó dọ́dọ̀ wà ní bus 55 254 253 106 308 236 26. lẹ́yìn tí ó gbé yín bọ́lẹ̀ ní King Edward Road bus stop láti bẹ̀ lọ ilé ìjọsìn wa ò láṣìmọ̀ rárá. 28th of September ọdún 2018 ọjọ́ Friday tó kẹ́yìn oṣù ló bọ́ sí ní déédéé agogo 10 lẹ́dí aago 5 ìdájí. ẹ wò ó ọ̀pọ̀ èèyàn ni Ọlọ́run ọba mi ti pinnu àyípadà rere fún nínú ìṣọ́òru ọlọ́jọ́ kan lọ́dún yìí. bàbá 1010 àmì àṣepé Evangelist Michael Olúṣẹ̀san JP ti gbáradì láti rọ òjò àdúrà sórí àwọn ọ̀tá ìlọsíwájú rẹ̀. àdúrà wíbẹ̀ jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀rí ojúkorojú. fún àlàyé àdúrà tàbí ohun ìtọ́nisọ́nà ẹ pè sórí àwọn ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ yìí 07440514053 tàbí 07847646770. wá kí ìwọ náà lè ní àyípadà rere nítorí Jésù lolúwa.
nítorí àyípadà rẹ̀ o mo képe ọ̀ bàbá àyípadà bàbá.
Hello, thank you for staying tuned. Thank you. God bless you. As we were saying about the saying of Margaret Deering, of a very notable woman of valor herself. Other part of what we are going to discuss is, she said, there are enough women who are rude. We need women who are refined. We all know rudeness can be termed as bad behavior and bad manners. There's no other definition, or there's no way we can polish rudeness. Rudeness is rudeness. It is just bad behavior and bad manners, really. And this kind of behavior, it's more common among women. I'm not saying there are no rude men, but it's just something that is very, very common among women. Some women, it is just being part of them. Even you will see some children as well that are being very rude in a way to their colleague and to their elders or people that are older than them, their seniors as well. If you're a rude mother or you're a rude parent, and all your children see around you is rudeness, you're just telling them that is the way to do it. And you're not telling them, you're not teaching them to be refined in any way or form or shape. You just, rudeness can be as little as just looking at someone like, oh God, that they meant nothing, or those haughty looks and hateful looks and all of that. Even some people without no offense at all whatsoever, you just need to see their appearance, and you just behave rude to them. This woman is saying we have enough of that we need to change ourselves, because if we don't change things from our home, and because women has got a lot of role, a huge role to play in the community, in raising the younger ones that will make a better community, a decent human being that will meet. Because if you train your children under your roof as a mother, and I train mine, and she trained hers, and any other person trained theirs, when they grow up and they meet in the community, then they will be better. But we cannot say because of the way we were taught to be, some of us were rude. As a form of defensive mechanism, we use rudeness because we don't want to be seen as being a weak person, or someone to be bullied or cheated. So we just use that abrupt behavior, and that turned into being rude. So we need to mind our manners. Bad manners can be anything, we're all brought up in different ways with different morals. That is why it is, can you give what you really don't have? But yes, you can. Some parents were not taught. Maybe you were brought up in the way you eat in your when you were growing up, or with your siblings. It's like everybody will eat together, and you want your children as well to kind of eat together. You will see that you cannot really give that, because it's not going to be possible all the time. There are still some culture that, irrespective, they will still eat together. Mostly the Asian community, they still eat together, and it is a good thing to do. But some parts of the world we eat together because they want to promote that unity, that friendliness. But you will see that in some, and everybody just eats. You just use your hand and just eat from the same, plate, or from the same pot. But you will see, whereas this another family will train their children growing up with fork and knife, and sitting by the table, elbows off the table, and not resting and all of that. People were brought up in different ways. But the fact that you don't have that does not mean you cannot give it, because you yourself have to refine yourself. Remember, you have to be refined. You can cultivate it. You can teach yourself to be able to teach your younger ones, so that things is not remaining the same. Let's bring good practice, good attitude, good attributes into our home. Let's encourage our children. We don't have to be millionaires before we can teach our children some decency, some attitude, to make them be refined in the community. You don't need the millions to do that. It's just teaching. It's just by what you can bring to the table. You don't even have to be educated person, because when we talk of women of valor, we're not talking about educated women or non-educated women. And some of us women, I want to advise us that, okay, it's okay, we're not refined, and you cannot teach an old dog a new style. But some of the children that we have, they are refined more than us. Allow them to show us how it's being done. Don't feel too big. Don't feel like your children cannot teach you, because you find yourself in this country anyway. So you can fit into the community in certain area, because majority of all, the reason why we cannot move ahead in life, or we cannot break certain barriers, is because we feel that we don't belong there. You don't have to be educated to wear dress. You don't have to be a university graduate to wear trousers or to dress good, or to look decent. Doesn't cost much to look decent and be refined. And the way sometimes that some of us, maybe we're not too good at English, or our vocabularies are not that perfect. Look, it is a language. even with your own dialect, your own mother tongue, you still made mistake. There are some ways by which, if we have to really go by the way it should be spoken or be pronounced, even your own dialect, you will see that the way we speak it sometimes is wrong. It is not the right way. So if you make mistake with a foreign language, so what? But the thing is, you should have a teachable spirit. If somebody corrects you, mostly your children, don't take an offense of it. You can make a joke of it to say, am I not your mother? Am I not the one who gave birth to you? Okay. But make a joke of it, but don't take it so serious that you feel embarrassed and you just lock yourself up in the closet. Be bold, be refined, upgrade yourself in so many ways. There are so many books that you can learn certain words in English and in your own language. And I'm sure even Google can do that for you, but sometimes they give you different definition and interpretation. So by this doing, don't feel downgraded when your children are teaching you stuff, or maybe you have friends that are very close to you. Some people don't choose their friends in their class. They don't mind anyway. They're your friend, irrespective of your ability or your morals, your etiquette. They're your friend and they love you for who you are. So if they try to correct you as a woman, of valor and who wants to go somewhere, who determined to be refined, don't feel insulted. Don't think they have insulted you. Don't feel embarrassed. Don't hide your ignorance. Let the people that are closer to you correct you, because if they correct you, if you pronounce something somehow, because sometimes, if there are certain words that you feel like, okay, this is the way we learn, because our oral English back home is a little bit not the way, with the English people, or when I say English, I mean the people that are born, bred, that will speak this language better than us. We pronounce certain words. You can call your children and ask them, how do you pronounce this properly? Ask them. There's no embarrassment in it. They will be glad to tell you and to say, oh no, this is the way it's pronounced. And when you go out as well and you pronounce it, you're talking very refined, and you're upgrading yourself. So please learn from the people that are very closer to you. And also, she talked about greed. She said we have enough greedy women around. We need people okay, sorry, 1 second. He said, we have enough women of fame and fortune. We need more women of faith. We have enough greed. We need more goodness. Okay, I have divine greed here as urge to acquire more than you need. Yes, one way or the other, everyone must have been greedy of something. So that is a general thing that is common with human, whether you're a man or a woman. It is greediness that make a man to have his wife and still go around with other women. It is greediness, because don't forget it says the urge to acquire more than you need. It is greediness that make women, we have blue color, and then we're now taking the blue in shades. Okay, you can have 3 different shades of royal blue. You want all the 3 shades. You want the sky blue. You want the baby blue. You want the all sort of shades. And if you want pink, you're going for different shades as well. Baby pink, fuchsia pink, and you just want all of them. Yes, it's good, and if you can't afford them, it's okay. But sometimes we acquire all of these things, and we found out that in a year, sometimes we have not even touched any of them. So it is greediness, because it's just the urge to acquire more than we need. It is greediness for you not to be contented with what you have, and it is greediness that makes a woman to be covetous of her friend's husband or partner. It is greediness to actually, you can admire things, you can admire people, but that doesn't mean you should urge to go for it. Oh, my friend has thought that I am going to go for that. Because that can really set you up in a race that is not good for you as a person and as a woman of valor. And when your children say that, or the people around you say that, this is the way to just do things, they just know. Don't forget, we learn from each other things that you see more because it stays in your memory than what you are actually being told. Majority of things we're told, we tend to forget, but when we see things happening day in, day out around us, we cultivate that habit and it becomes who we are. And also, it says we have enough vanity, we need more virtue. Vanity, inflated pride in oneself or one's appearances. You think you are the most gorgeous person, you're a goddess, and so that brings about pride in you. And when you there is no sense of humility. The lady is saying, the woman is saying, we have enough women who does that. Men doesn't have time in pride or being pompous or being arrogant. The men are just cool in that sense, but we women, we need to be, it's good to have confidence to do things that you needed to do, but to take its extent and let pride set in is the aspect that we're saying and encouraging ourselves to try and work on and be a woman of virtue, a respectable woman, a humble person. Being humble should not be mistaken for foolishness or stupidity. No, it is not. They're different thing entirely. It's actually meant that you're reserved and you have a lot in you, within you, to give. Because we often make a mistake that when we see people that they're quiet, we think that they're stupid. That doesn't mean if you say 20 things to somebody and they didn't even say one thing, you should check yourself. You keep saying things and talking and talking and talking, or probably, to someone and they're not even replying you. You should check yourself that you're the one that is making a fool of yourself, really, because the person is reserved and just looking at you like you're behaving like a child, because out of, if you say 10, 15 things to someone and they have not even replied you, and you keep saying the other things, you should check yourself. Be humble. It doesn't mean that they're stupid. It doesn't mean that they don't know what to say, or they don't have your reply, or or they cannot get it on with you, but they just brought up in different way. They just refined and reserved, and you should try and cultivate certain attitude of this as a woman of value. She also said we have enough popularity, we need more purity. Everybody just want to be popular, whatever you can do to be popular. Oh, you want yourself to be talked about, like she's got so many houses. If you see the building that she has erected, or the building that he has erected, and and this is all we run after day in, day out. Oh, that business, she's doing that business, and then we start to, it's a good thing to see what other people does, and to motivate you, but don't let the motivation turn you to be somebody or something else, somebody that you are not, just in the way of being popular. People, back in Africa, we've seen different ways by which people go to the extent that they go just in the name of popularity, just in the process of acquiring wealth. We've seen a lot of posting, people making ritual monies and all of that, just to get popularity, to get out of poverty. But we need more purity. We need people that will, say, I'm contented. A friend of mine went on holiday for 4 weeks. He actually went for like 2 weeks, a colleague of mine at work. And then he said, after the 2 weeks, he said, I'm going to stay another 1 week. And I said, okay, that's fine, that's not a problem. And then after the third week, he went, I'm going to take another week, making 4 weeks. And this is someone that hardly go, it will go on a break, but the maximum in 5 days I know him, it will be like 10 days at the very maximum, not full 2 weeks. And then the 3rd week, I thought he must be having a good time. I thought, you know what, he deserved it. And then after 4 weeks, and he came back, and then what was it? Because he's someone that is always, after I want that property, I want that, and God has blessed him in his own way that he's got, quite a few houses in this country. And then he came back, and everything changed, and he was saying, you know what, I'm not running after rich anymore now. I have seen more and I've learned more. I just want to be happy, and I just want to, do what I can. I'm not running after anything anymore. And I thought, that is a good lesson that you have learned on your holiday, because there is more to life than, trying to run after greed and running after, I want to accumulate everything, because majority of us, we break down, we cause ourselves more damage trying to juggle everything together. Want to be a rich woman, want to be a wealthy woman, want to be a popular woman, want to be a tough woman, want to, be coerced, and, we incorporate rudeness and everything, just to have it our way. And there is just so much that your system can take. And you know what, there are other areas of your life that will be suffering. So as a woman of valor, all I'm encouraging us this evening is, you are a great woman, a great courage, even in the face of danger. Yes, money is good, because there is little, it's not good for anyone to live in poverty. But there are certain stages of life that there is just so much you can do. Always remember that even when you've acquired those wealth, you need your good health to enjoy it. So don't ruin or destroy that health before the wealth comes, because it will come. Slow and steady win the race. There are times that you have to put in all the effort, but during the time that you are raising kids and you have a lot of responsibility around you, there is just so much, because raising one child alone is almost like a full-time work. School runs and all of that. That is, and cooking and washing, keeping the house tidy. It's a lot of responsibility. Mostly when you have now 2, 3, 4, some of us are blessed, 5, 6, 7, So all I'm saying is, let us try to be humble, let's try to be refined, let's try to be kind, be tender, loving, show your family that everything is not just all about being tough, being coerced, being rude, being greedy, and because all is what is vanity in the end. I will be bringing this program to an end today, and I hope you have learned 1 or 2 things from today's program. Next week we'll be having a very special guest that has been with us on this program before, and we'll be seeing her a bit more. There is a very hot topic next week. I might tell you now, because I want you to all research about it and prepare to contribute. And the topic is going to go thus: does men want, or do they need a second mother? Does men want to be mothered? Like, do they want you to be their mother, or they just want to remain men? You should have a reason for whatever your answer is, because yes, it has been discussed in a sort of a group of few people where men are present, and if we, if possible, we would like to have a man with us as well. So if you'd like to join us on this program anytime, please contact us on No People television number, and you will be signposted on how and what time and how we can, arrange for you to join us on this program. We know you all have one thing or the other, be it a man, be it a woman. You are welcome to join me on this program so we can all learn from each other. I do pray and hope that you will have a very, very blessed week, and stay blessed. Until next week that I will be joining you again. My name is Yetunde Oluyinka. Stay blessed and have a very, very blessed week. Bye for now.
God is Perfect Christian Center. Orí òkè pípé lọ́lọ́run. Àwọn ni wọ́n tẹ́ pẹpẹ àjọ̀dún ọdún karùn-ún tí Ọlọ́run ọba mi ti sọ ìṣọ́ òru ọlọ́jọ́ kan lọ́dún kalẹ̀. Àkòrí tọdún yẹn la pè ní àyípadà rere.
Ọlọ́run àyípadà mo tún ti dé o bàbá mi. Àyípadà o. Màmá yípadà rere wọnú ayé mi o bàbá. Nítorí àyípadà rẹ. Mo képe ọ́ o bàbá.
2 Samuel 6:11. Samuel kejì orí kẹfà ẹsẹ̀ 11. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi gbọ́ àkọsílẹ̀ Ọlọ́run nínú ìwé mímọ́. Àpótí ẹ̀rí gbé nílé Obedi-Odomu ará Gíìtì fún oṣù 3 gbáko. Olúwa sì bùkún fún Obedi-Odomu àti gbogbo ilé rẹ̀. Àtàmátàsé ni ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run tí ń jáde látẹnu òjíṣẹ́ rẹ̀ Evangelist Michael Olúṣẹ̀san bàbá 1010 JP. Ọ̀kan gbòógì tí Ọlọ́run ọba mi rán sí ayé òun ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ yìí láti tán ìṣòro yòówù tí ń ja ẹ̀dá gbogbo. Ọ̀rọ̀ àṣẹ ń bẹ, bẹ́ẹ̀ sì ni àdúrà ìtúsílẹ̀ ń bẹ. Àkókò mìíràn rèé láti wá bá bàbá àdúrà orí òkè pípé lọ́lọ́run pàdé lọ́dún yìí pẹ̀lú àmì ìyanu má lè gbàgbé. Gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n ti wá sí ìṣòro ọlọ́jọ́ kan lọ́dún yìí ni wọ́n ti jẹ́rìí sí títóbi Olúwa, tí wọ́n sì ń fi gbogbo ìgbà dúpẹ́ oore lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run ọba tó pe ajínrere Michael Olúṣẹ̀san bàbá 1010 JP pẹ̀lú ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwẹ̀ àdúrà ohun ìtọ́sọ́nà Ọlọ́run tí bàbá ti gbà ní ti ọdún yìí yóò fi wáyé ní ọjọ́ 28 oṣù kẹsàn-án ọdún 2018 28 September 2018 bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní déédéé agogo 10 lẹ́dí aago 5 ìdájí. èyí ni ní gbọ̀ngàn Victory Church of Christ 2nd floor 10 to 22 Lamp Lane London E5 3PL. Àwọn buses tó dọ́dọ̀ wà ní bus 55 254 253 106 308 236 26. lẹ́yìn tí ó gbé yín bọ́lẹ̀ ní King Edward Road bus stop láti bẹ̀ lọ ilé ìjọsìn wa ò láṣìmọ̀ rárá. 28 of September ọdún 2018 ọjọ́ Friday tó kẹ́yìn oṣù ló bọ́ sí ní déédéé agogo 10 lẹ́dí aago 5 ìdájí. ẹ wò ó, ọ̀pọ̀ èèyàn ni Ọlọ́run ọba mi ti pinnu àyípadà rere fún nínú ìṣòro ọlọ́jọ́ kan lọ́dún yìí. Bàbá 1010 àmì àṣẹ pé Evangelist Michael Olúṣẹ̀san JP ti gbáradì láti rọ òjò àdúrà sórí àwọn ọ̀tá ìlọsíwájú rẹ̀. Àdúrà wíbẹ̀ jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀rí ojúkorojú. Fún àlàyé àdúrà tàbí ohun ìtọ́nisọ́nà ẹ pè sórí àwọn ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ yìí 07440514053 tàbí 07847646770. wá kí ìwọ náà lè ní àyípadà rere nítorí Jésù lolúwa.